Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm John Abba. It looks like the tension between Godfrey and Corey Holcomb is heating up. However, according to Godfrey, there is no beef on his end. The In Godfrey We Trust podcast hosted its latest episode where Godfrey would address Corey Holcomb's comments about him. If you're not familiar, just a few weeks ago, Godfrey would comment on a Comedy Hype News report involving audience members walking out of a comedy show while Corey Holcomb was performing. Godfrey would take to the side of Corey, stating it's possible the people who were walking out were just going to the bathroom or the video only showed a portion of empty seats in the venue. Now, Godfrey's co-host Akeem Woods, who also happens to be a gay man, said he's never met Holcomb, but thinks he's funny. However, Woods would ask why a 56-year-old man is so concerned with everyone's sexuality, calling everyone gay, and stating that no one can be successful in Hollywood without being a homosexual. According to Godfrey's podcast producer, Holcomb called Godfrey gay and said he could never headline a tour. Now, during the segment, Godfrey would reveal he's the one who introduced stand-up to Holcomb back in Chicago after Holcomb told him he wanted to be a comedian. After Godfrey and Woods lightly roasted the producer for the way he would read Holcomb's quotes, Godfrey would begin reading what Holcomb had to say in his best Corey Holcomb impression.
You want me to imitate Corey and do it?
He's the nigga gay man.
Oh, that's good.
You were never a headliner to a nigga. So when you pass on information
This is really good.
from homosexual type and the little homosexual man that's by you, I declare that war, nigga. I'm just saying, listen, I'm just saying. Y'all niggas don't know that man. I know that man. I tolerated that nigga for years. You smiling off on the side, you always hating.
Of course, impressions are something Godfrey excels at, demonstrating his ability to imitate anyone from Steve Harvey to Daffy Duck. From the comments, it seemed like people really enjoyed Godfrey's impression of Holcomb, with one user writing, "Godfrey doing Corey dissing him is next level." Another would agree and write, "Godfrey is the king of impressions." One more user would predict what Holcomb would say about Godfrey after hearing this impression. They wrote, "Corey is just gonna call him gay again." Now, Godfrey would state he doesn't need to prove anything and it's unlikely him and Corey will run into each other because they live on different sides of the country and don't do the same type of shows. Despite Corey's bashing of Godfrey, he would still give credit to Corey, saying he's a funny comedian. Godfrey would also say he didn't bash Holcomb at all, which is why he's confused about Corey's latest rant. He would end things, however, by saying there's enough negativity amongst black comedians already and he's trying to avoid all that. So what do you guys think about the back and forth between Godfrey and Corey Holcomb? And how do you feel about Godfrey responding with an impression of Holcomb? What do you think Holcomb's response will be? Let's talk about it more in the comments below. And stay up to date for the latest news and comedy by subscribing here to our YouTube channel and follow Comedy Hype across all social media. And if you enjoyed this story, you can always send us a super thanks by hitting the button below, and you can tip us what you want to show your support. And if you ever need a moment to unwind, head over to hypersclub.com and stream Hypers Club Radio for free to vibe out with us. Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm John Abba.